For Black History Month, we're diving into a story that is all about progress. I mean, real, tangible progress. It's about one person's amazing achievement, sure, but it's also about how that single moment kicked off a whole new era for a historic university and, honestly, the future of healthcare.
So, right at the center of all this is a true pioneer. We're talking about a graduation that was way more than just a ceremony. It was a turning point, not just for her, but for her entire university and the community it serves.
And that pioneer? Her name is Dr. Khalilah Jefferson. When she graduated with her doctorate from Coppin State University, it was like watching two massive forces collide in the best way possible. You had her incredible personal drive on one side and this huge step forward for the entire institution on the other.
You really have to think of this as two stories that are completely intertwined. On one hand, you've got Dr. Jefferson's personal, scholarly excellence, just an amazing achievement in its own right. But on the other hand, you have the progress of the entire university. See, her success wasn't just her win, it was a massive signpost pointing to where Coppin State was headed.
And this is where it gets even bigger. Her graduation, well, it wasn't just about her getting a diploma. No way. It was a historic moment for Coppin State University. It literally turned the page to a brand new chapter for them, academically speaking.
Now, a big move like this doesn't just happen overnight, right? This was a really deliberate journey. Back in 2017, Coppin State kicked off its very first group of doctoral students. And then, just a few years later, that vision became a reality. The university started awarding its first ever doctoral degrees. And who was right there in that very first group? You guessed it, Dr. Khalilah Jefferson. I mean, think about that. Being a part of the very first class of doctoral graduates from your university. That cements your place in history, for sure.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second because this is where we see the bigger picture. Why does something like this, a doctoral program at an HBCU, matter so much? Well, it's all about the ripple effect. It's a game changer. It tackles disparities head-on by opening doors to the highest levels of education. It strengthens the diversity of our healthcare workforce, which is so important. And it builds up leaders who are really truly focused on their communities.
So let's get specific. What exactly is this degree that Dr. Jefferson earned, and why is it such a big deal? She got a Doctor of Nursing Practice, or a DNP, and let me tell you, this particular doctorate is absolutely critical in today's healthcare world. Let's break down why. So, what can you do with a DNP? Well, it basically transforms a great nurse into a healthcare leader. They're not just doing nursing anymore, they are shaping the future of it. They take all the latest research and figure out how to use it to help patients, right now. They become mentors for the next generation, and they even get a seat at the table to help shape healthcare policy, always pushing for better, more equitable care. And this is probably the most crucial point. All of that expertise, it gets pointed right where it's needed the most. Nurses with this kind of training can make a huge difference in underserved and minoritized communities, tackling those really tough health disparities that have been around for way too long. Which brings us right back to the legacy of Dr. Jefferson's achievement. And look, it's an incredible story for Black History Month, no doubt, but what she accomplished is so much more than just a symbol. I want to pause on this quote because it just nails it. This is functional, earned, and consequential. I love that. Functional because it's actually changing things in the real world. Earned, you better believe it was, through years of hard work. And consequential because this is going to have an impact for a long time to come. And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Dr. Khalilah Jefferson didn't just get a degree. She helped build the program. She and her classmates were pioneers, helping to write a brand new chapter, not just for Coppin State, but for doctoral education at HBCUs everywhere. So I'll leave you with this to think about. What kind of ripple effect can one single achievement really start? Dr. Jefferson's story is this amazing reminder that one person's hard-earned success can send out waves of progress for their whole community, their profession, and for all the people who will come after them.